A transistor is connected in common emitter configurations with VCC equals to 10 volts. The voltage drop across 600 ohm resistor in the collector circuit is 0.6 volt. If alpha equal to 0.98, the base current is nearly which of the following options? So from the information itself, we can draw the corresponding circuits. So BCC is usual for the supply voltage, biasing supply voltage. It is given as 10 volt, right? And they are saying the collector resistance its value is 600 ohms and the drop across this is given as 0.6 volts, right? So common emitter means this is emitter, this is collector, and here this is base, right? Okay, and here the signal will be applied, whatever it is, right? So let's see. So this is given, and what is being asked is apart from this, alpha is also given. Alpha is given as 0.98. So based on this, what is the base current? What is the value of IB? That is what is asked. Okay. So how do you do this? So this is 600 ohms and this is 0.6 volts. So if I say this current is IC, the collector currents, by Ohm's law IC equals to 0.6 volts divided by 600 ohms. So if you calculate this, this is coming as 1 milliampere, isn't it? This is coming as 1 milliampere. And what is the relation between collector current and base current? It is given that IC equals to beta IB, right? So we are supposed to find what is the base current IB. So base current IB equals to IC by beta. Okay, so we know IC, so we need to calculate beta. So what is the formula of beta? How does beta and alpha related? Beta equals to alpha by 1 minus alpha. So alpha value is given 0.98, 0.98 divided by 1 minus 0.98. So if you calculate this, this is coming as 49, right? So then it is 1 milliampere and this is 49. So this is equals to approximately 0.02 milliamperes, because if you take it is 50, 1 by 50 can 0.02, approximately it will be 0.02 milliampere. So this is given option D, hence D is the right answer for this question. An amplifier without feedback has a gain A. The distortion at full output is 10%. The distortion is reduced to 2% with negative feedback and feedback factor beta equal to 0.03 given. The value of A and A dash, that is gain with feedback, are respectively nearly which of the following options? Okay, so this is the question from the concept of feedback, right? So this you can answer by from the control system concepts or from the analog concept itself. Okay, so let us denote DF, that is the distortion with feedback, and D notation I am using, so distortion without feedback. So you know very well, distortion reduces because of the negative feedback by the factor 1 plus A beta. So distortion with feedback equals to distortion without feedback divided by 1 plus A beta. And if you refer the informations, they are saying an amplifier without feedback has a gain A, right? Distortion at full output is 10%, distortion reduced to 2% with negative feedback. So distortion reduced to 2% negative feedback. That means what? DF is known to us, that is 2. In this formula, we will use directly all these values in the percentage forms, right? And what is D? D is 10. From 10, it reduced to 2 with feedback, right? And the feedback factor beta is given as 0.03, right? And what is being asked is the value of A and A dash is being asked. So we are supposed to find A and A dash. A dash means it is like with feedback, right? Or you can say A dash, that is with feedback. So what is the gain without feedback? What is the gain with feedback is the questions. Okay, so directly putting this all value here. So 2 is equals to D is 10 divided by 1 plus A into beta is 0.03, right? So DF equals to 2, D equals to 10, 1 plus A into 0.03, right? So you solve for this A, this is the gain without feedback. So if you solve for A here, I am leaving this calculation. So this A value is coming as 133.33. So this is the gain values without feedback, right? And what is the gain with feedback? The gain with feedback is equals to the gain, open loop gain reduces by the factor 1 plus A beta, right? So how much is this? So A equals to 133.33 divided by 1 plus A. Otherwise you can do one things. So this is 1 plus A beta, right? So if I ask you from this, what is 1 plus A beta? This we can say this is D by DF. So D is 10 by 2 DF, that is 5. So this is 5, or you can write 1 plus 133. So if you do this, this is coming as 26.7. This is coming at 26.7. So the value of the open loop gain or without feedback is 133.33 and A dash with feedback. This is 26.7. So 133.33 and 26.7. This is given option B, and B is the right answer for this. The magnitude of the gain B0 by Bi in the inverting op-amp circuit shown in the figure is X with switch open. So when switch S is closed, the magnitude of gain will be how much? Okay. So this is the op-amp circuit given, and when the switch is open straight, so they are saying the gain is X. The switch is getting closed. Now what is the new value of the gain? Okay, so what is the value of X first of all? So you know this is the standard inverting amplifiers. So A is given by minus of RF by R. So where RF is the feedback resistance, R is the input resistance. So this value also given as R, isn't it? So this X is nothing but equals to what? When the switch is open. So when the switch is open, so what is these things? This is coming as 2R, isn't it? So A is equal to, what is the value of R? RF. So I should say it is minus 2R divided by R. This is coming as minus 2. This is the value of X. So when the switch is in open state, right? When switch is open states, the feedback resistance is 2R divided by R, right? So it is coming as minus 2. That is the value of X. So we are supposed to find if the switch is closed. Now what is this gain? So when the switch is closed, so what is the change you will get? So when the switch is closed, so the gain will be how much? So when I say it is minus RF by R, in the feedback path, it will be only R, because 0 parallel with R becomes 0. So it is only R. So minus R by R. So this is minus R by R. This is coming as minus 1. Right? So how do I link with this and this? So I can say the new value of gain with respect to minus 2, this is X by 2. So if this is X by 2. So that minus 2 by 2 becomes minus 1. So if this is X, so this is coming as X by 2. So X by 2 is given in option B, hence B is the right answer for this. An op-amp is used in a notch filter. The notch frequency is 2 kHz, lower cutoff frequency is 1.8 kHz, upper cutoff frequency 2.2 kHz. Then Q of the notch filter is what? Actually, this is the questions linked with the resonance actually, right? So op-amp is used in notch filter, right? And all these informations are given with respect to lower cutoff frequency, upper cutoff frequency, and the bandwidth related informations, right? So what are the information given is, the lower cutoff frequency FL is 1.8 kHz. The upper cutoff frequency FH is 2.2 kHz. Alright. Notch frequency, this is nothing but your resonant frequencies, that is 2 kHz. Right. So this is given, and they're asking what is the value of Q. So Q values, so we have a formula called bandwidth equals to F0 by Q, isn't it? This is one formula. Of course, Q equals to F0 by bandwidth. So this is the notch frequency is given 2 kHz. Bandwidth is, you know very well, this is the difference between higher cutoff frequency and lower cutoff frequency. So it is 2.2 minus 1.8. So this is 2 by 0.4. So if you calculate this, this is coming as 5. Actually, only for namesake it is given the op-amps, etc. So the resonance circuits is also known as a filter, because if you refer the frequency response, let's say the current response in a series RLC networks, it attains a peak at a particular frequency, resonant frequency. That frequency is also known as notch frequencies. And these are the standard notations and the formula that is being popularly used in the resonance concepts. So what is given is an op-amp is used in a notch filter. So in that, in a particular resonance circuit, one op-amp is used. So that op-amp part doesn't have any link as far as the solution of this problem is concerned. Right. So this is just like a put the formula and get the answer model questions. So answer is 5 for this, which is given option D. 100 and feedback resistance of 47 kilo ohms. The op-amp input offset voltage 6 millivolt and input bias current is 500 nanoampere. The output offset voltage due to an input offset voltage and an input bias currents are which of the following options? So this is the question based on the non-ideal characteristic of the op-amps, right? When the offset parameters are given, we are supposed to calculate the output voltage. Well, so the output voltage, right, because of the offset input voltage is given by 1 plus RF by R, right, into the input offset voltage, right? So this is the, what is this offset voltage actually? How much voltage is needed to nullify the, output to 0, right? So because non-idealistic characteristics, so even if there is no input is applied, so still there exists some voltage. So to nullify it, we apply the voltage. So what is that voltage you are calculating here? So this is given by this formula. And secondly, due to this current, which is given as nanoampere, the bias current is given as 500 nanoamperes. So for that, this is given as IB into RF. So this is the, what do you say, the bias current of this, and this is IB into RF. So these are very standard results, right? In op-amp circuits, you might have studied in the theory. So these are the two formula to calculate. So you are supposed to calculate this and to calculate this. Now how do you calculate this? Let's use the informations. So the first thing is given an op-amp based inverting amplifier with a gain of 100. So what is the gain of an inverting amplifier? Gain of an inverting amplifier is actually minus RF by R. So this is given as 100. Actually, they should have given the magnitude of the gain is 100, right? Or they should have said this gain should have been given minus 100, because inverting amplifier means gain has to be always negative. But let us imagine like let's assume like the magnitude has been given. So based on this, with this much of, accepting the fact. So let us say that RF by R is equals to 100. Actually, it should have been given, the gain should have been minus 100, right? So RF by R equals to 100. So this is known to us. So if I know these things, and that to be given, the feedback resistance value is 47 kilo ohms. So RF is given as 47 kilo ohms, isn't it? So if this is the case, so the V0 due to the input offset voltage is 1 plus RF by R. So RF by R is 100, right? 100 into offset voltage is given as 6 millivolts. So this is 6 millivolts. So if you calculate this, this is coming as 606 millivolts. 606 millivolts. And coming to these things, right? So we are supposed to find because of the offset voltage as well as because of the bias current. So because the offset voltage answer is 606 millivolt, and for this the base current is given as 500. So 500 into 10 power 9 minus 9 into RF value is how much given? 47. So if you calculate these things, so this is coming as 23.5 millivolts. 23.5 millivolts. So answer is 606 millivolts and 23.5 millivolt. So these are the very standard formula based problems, right? Information is given, you need to know the formula and you have to use it. But yes, of course, so here this fact we are assuming like this should have been the case by considering that we are solving it. So this is given in option D, and hence D is the right answer for this. What is the gain of the amplifier circuit as shown in the figure, right? So I am supposed to find the gain of this. The gain is nothing but the ratio of output to input voltage, right? Assuming this is a ideal op amps, right? So this point is 0 volts. By virtual ground concept, this is also 0 volts. So this node voltage is also 0 volts. So you need to find the ratio of this and this, right? So if this path would not have been there, so it's a very straightforward problem. Because of this, one more additional equation you have to write. So this is also on popular circuits you might have dealt with. So for that, so let's imagine this node voltage is something called, let's say it is Vx. So our target is we'll write one nodal equation here, we'll write one nodal equation here, and we can correlate the things. Well, if I write the nodal equation here, right? So 0 minus Bi by 1 for this path. For this path, 0 minus Bx by 15. This path is because ideal case it will be 0. So this should be equated to 0. So this implies minus Bi is equals to Vx by 15, or Vx is equals to minus 15 Bi. So this is one relation we are getting between Vx and this input voltage Vi. So now if you write one equation here, right, so we'll be getting one equation in terms of Vx and V0, and in place of Vx we'll put this, so that we'll be getting the ratio of V0 to Vi. So let's write the nodal equation at this node. So if I write this, Vx minus 0 by 15 for this path, it is Vx minus 0 by 1, right? For this path, Vx minus V0 by 15 should be equated to 0. Because I need V0 and Vi, let us eliminate all this Vx by putting minus 15 Vi. So I am putting minus 15 Vi divided by 15 plus of minus 50 Vi divided by 1 plus of minus 15 Vi by 15, right, minus V0 by 15. So I am just separating this, equal to 0. So how much you get? So this is minus Vi minus 15 Vi, again minus Vi is equals to V0 by 15. So this is minus 17 Vi is equals to V0 by 15. This implies V0 by Vi is equals to minus 17 into 15. So if you calculate this, this is coming as minus 255, right? So simply two equations. From this we are obtaining the relation between Vx and Vi, and from this we are getting the equation in terms of V0 and Vx. So this one we are putting it, and by solving this the gain is coming as minus 255. This is given in option D, hence D is the right answer for this. The voltage transfer characteristics shown in the figure will relate to what? Like voltage regulator, half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier. Which of the following is correct? Okay, so in case of half wave rectifier, what happens is, if I say this is the half wave rectifier circuits like this, so this is what the V0 and this is what the sinusoidal voltage called Vi. So what happens is, so when this voltage is more than the cut-in voltage of the diode, it will start conducting. So if I ask you to draw the graph between V0 and Vi, I am not asking draw the waveform of V0, I am asking draw the graph between V0 to Vi. So if I say this is the cut-in voltage V tau or V gamma, whatever you can say, V gamma, which is the cut-in voltage of diode, normally 0.7 kind of thing for silicon. So what happens is, as long as the input voltage is less than this, so this is off. If this is off, there is no current. No current means output is 0. So this will look like this. But once this, it is crossing the cut-in voltage of this, so diode is on. So the V0 is nothing but equal to Vi by KVL, because there is no element. This is sorted. V0 equal to Vi. So V0 equal to Vi means the graph will look like this. So this is the graph of a WAF, of a half wave rectifier. In case of full wave rectifier, how does the graph will look like? So in full wave rectifier, whether you take the center type or the bridge type, again for positive side you will have the same things. For negative side also, after some time it will start conducting. This will look like this. So this is for full wave rectifier. That means the graph which is given, right, the V0 versus Vi, which is like this, this is not the transfer characteristic curve of a half wave rectifier, of a full wave rectifier. So if you see the options, it has to be voltage regulator. It has to be voltage regulator. Why it is voltage regulator? So normally in case of the, in the voltage regulator circuit you might have seen, for certain range of voltage when the diode is in the off state, so it follows V0 equals to Vi. Once the diode is on, the voltage what you get is constants. So it is showing like if this is V0 and this is Vi, up to this voltage, output equals to inputs, right? So at this voltage, when it exceeds this, so the diode is on, so in that case it will be maintaining constant voltage like this. So this is of course voltage regulator, and the function of voltage regulator is what? To maintain the voltage at constant level. So answer of this one is 1 only, which is given in option A. Hence A is the right answer for this.